but in the South, where they say the game just means more, there's only one game considered the Deep South's oldest rivalry. From black jersey debuts to prayers at Jordan Hare, this matchup has had it all. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan Hare Stadium. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Georgia's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. The Deep South's oldest rivalry will stir deep emotions. And just last year, Auburn gave the Dogs a big scare early in the third quarter, but man, did Georgia pour it on late.
Yeah, it was still 31-13, but there were some moments, there were some cracks, but Georgia took care of business. I'll tell you what, Jesse, this is beginning to be a very one-sided rivalry. Auburn needs to show up. Like, Georgia's had bragging rights year after year after year. Auburn's got to shut these guys up.
Yeah, Georgia's won 8 in a row now in this rivalry. You're right. I think the big key for Auburn, they've got to be able to get pressure on the quarterback. Could not do it consistently against Carson Beck. Big reason why Carson Beck did not turn it over in this game last season. That had been a problem for him early in the year. Auburn's defense has to play big today.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. To the air, it's Stockton. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
It is so difficult to play man coverage nowadays with all the space and spread and speed on the field. One false step, and they make you pay just like they did right there.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's dealt. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Branch. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to throw again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Frazier. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Stockton. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite an Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
They'll try the run. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down. Georgia won the SEC a season ago, but face-planted in the playoff largely due to their offensive issues. But Kirby Smart is certainly reloaded at the skill positions.
I've reloaded, and obviously the quarterback spot was an issue all last year and then down the stretch, and now interested to see how the page turns with Gunnar Stockton at the helm. Does it bounce back offensively? Do they look like the Georgia of old?
Yeah, this is an expectation, obviously, that Kirby Smart has created of excellence, and they've done really great high school recruiting, obviously brought in some key players through the portal as well. You know what this is going to look like, a physically dominant team on both sides of the ball, but that QB position, that's the key.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Motion from the wideout. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you've got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Here comes the heat. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they are going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Auburn Tigers offense will take the field for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
The run from the shotgun. Looking for room at the 40. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Makes the catch. It's Simmons. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They'll run play action. He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab on the big throw. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, trying to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And the Tigers have this offense rolling. Snap in the shotgun. Wide out trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. On the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Sneak gets it done.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Makes the quick grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll leave it with the lone back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be.
Oh, he's got some space. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Gonna run it. It's Frazier. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the Dogs do.
Wants to go up top on first down. Somehow fits it into that traffic. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle. It's dealt. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop them? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not, and if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
They just can't seem to cover this guy. He keeps getting open, even when he's running out of space on the sideline.
Yeah, running out of space, they're still going to feature him. They see the matchup, and look at the balance and the coordination and just knowing where I'm out on the field to get the feet inbounds and secure the catch. What a play and what a day for this young man.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Branch. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
To the air on first down. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, get them tackled to the ground.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Coleman. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
Love the accuracy on that curl throw by the quarterback, putting it right in the numbers, right in the breadbasket of his wide receiver.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off the play fake. Grab near the sticks. It's Frazier. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Cobb. And it is a good idea to game tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. Plays like that with just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Caught over the middle. It's Singleton.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Sends it back in motion. Takes a handoff. It's Cobb. Turning it on. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run. The OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Took a shot as he threw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the back. Caught behind the line. It's Cobb. And that one did not work.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Strong, firm tackle. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
Putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Hold and fire complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Stockton. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. With the catch, it's Frazier.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Caught close to the marker, it's Coleman. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
Makes the grab. It's Singleton. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. He's already made one field goal, but this one is going to need a big leg. A 50-yard attempt coming. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, the Deep South shuts down when the Tigers and Dogs get together, and that's the case again here today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Auburn and Georgia plays out.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. There he goes. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Auburn going to work with another first down. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Cobb. And to the end zone. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to pound their way in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Calls his own number. That ball is live in the backfield. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And how about this defense snatching at least a chance for victory away from the jaws of defeat?
And I just love the effort too, Reese. I mean, this has been a long, hard-fought type game. It's been a physical game, and a lot of these guys on defense, they played a lot of snaps. They are tired, but in this situation, you're seeing the effort. Guys flying around, creating a fumble. Boy, it does not get better than that.
Out of of the shotgun. They go to the ground. Got the first down and more. He's loose. He goes out of bounds all the way up at the 46-yard line.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
And the Dogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down. Breaks into the open. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Trying play action. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Gets it to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You know, that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds his man. It's Belt. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive game for my offense.
The Dogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Right on the money. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. The lead is down to a field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Coleman. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Second down coming up. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Rides to back and leaves it. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to believe the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll keep it himself. Creates a little room. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Now they'll run the draw. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Beautiful play call offensively at the perfect time. In that situation, the defense obviously expecting pass, so they sneak the draw in and gash the defense.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They've been running it, but now the pass. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Now on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2. Brings up second down.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Alston. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Fourth down coming up. Number 38 on the field goal.
That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So after putting 3 on the board. The kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. Skips away from pressure. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I love when you boot athletic quarterbacks, and you boot him to the left right here outside the pocket. Does a great job. He can attack down the field, or he can take off and run. It's kind of a pass-run option, especially when you have a guy that dynamic at the quarterback spot.
Off play action. Grab near the marker. It's Branch. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Give to the single back. Oh, he's got some space. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Tosses it incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught in the backfield. It's Frazier. Makes a man miss. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Snagged in the middle, it's Branch. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually, keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
And the Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Off the play fake on first down. in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the fourth. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll leave it with him. Cross to the 30, he's got away. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Offense gets set for second down. They'll send the back in motion. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. That's caught. It's Coleman. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Singleton. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
Handoff from the gun. Turning it on. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
On the run, it's Alston. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him one to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. The sure hands. It's Singleton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And Jesse, you have a slot receiver like this. He can create matchup nightmares for a defense.
No doubt about it, Reese. And him and this quarterback, they really are on the same page. He's so deliberate with his route running. The quarterback knows exactly where he's going to be and when he's going to be there. And that's why they're so tough to stop.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
Well, that time on 3rd down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced a negative play, now setting up 4th down.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. Just over a minute to go in this one. They have the lead now to try to hold.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job, right? Here late in the 4th quarter, they put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. It's a draw. And some room to work. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Power football with the run. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To the air, it's Stockton. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Across the 45. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's dealt.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
And the Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Branch. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. A 5-yard gain there, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Fires left. It's caught downfield. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
After that incompletion, you really got to think about this if you're the offensive coordinator. Now, you're already in field goal position. You're already in a spot where you can kick a field goal and just win this game. So with the play calling, you want to think about running the ball, bleeding the clock, using timeouts. If you are going to throw it, they've got to be high.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. How about the defense with almost a desperation-type play to stop this drive and preserve the lead?
I love how they've got guys flying around here in the 2nd half and getting hats on football. They practice creating these takeaways all week long in practice. They're trying to be opportunistic, and you're seeing that here from this defense in the 2nd half.
And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. It is the Auburn Tigers emerging victorious in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.